Tax Goddess community. We are on a mission here to hit 100,000 subscribers, but we need your help. What we've noticed is right now about 81% of you are watching our videos, but you're not subscribed. If you're enjoying the content and finding value in it, please hitting the subscribe button would make a huge difference in our channel. It would help us grow and reach more people who desperately need our tax strategies to keep their money in their pocket, just like you guys. So it only takes a click and it continues to help us bring more of the content that you love. Plus, of course, don't forget to like and share for anyone that could benefit from the tips that we provide. Thanks so much for being a part of the journey with us. Hey everyone, Shauna the Tax Goddess here. I wanted to send a little bit of a Thanksgiving message, and of course, along with a Thanksgiving message, I want to give you a Thanksgiving tax tip. So firstly, thank you all so much for being a part of the Tax Goddess family. It has been always such a pleasure, a blessing, a joy to be able to educate and to help you guys, and of course, to keep the cash in your own pocket, which is part of my favorite thing, and what I am grateful for to be able to do in my life for you. So I want to give you guys a tax tip today because we are heading into the end of 2025, and there's a really big kind of trap that's coming, especially for people that are charitable that don't know that the trap is coming. Long story short, if you're a top earner and you're waiting until 2026 to be making charitable donations, you are leaving cash on the table. There are some new tax trap tips that are coming for December 31st, 2025. And I want to make sure that you're getting, if you're going to give, that you are getting the maximum absolute benefit that you can for making these contributions in 2025. So let me go over the two traps so that if you're charitable and you have the ability to make those contributions this year, 2025, this is the year to do them. So the first one is that in 2026, there is now implemented a new 0.5% of your AGI, adjusted gross income. There's a 0.5% floor starting in 2026 where itemizing taxpayers can only deduct a charitable gift that exceeds 0.5% of their AGI. This means that smaller or routine gifts will no longer count unless you clear what could be a very high hurdle. Okay. So to be able to get around that, we don't want our taxpayers falling into traps. Okay. We want you guys to be able to get around that. What we want and what we would have you consider is look at a donor advised fund, a DAF, DAF, donor advised fund, for 2025. This will allow you to get the current law deduction, which means all of your deduction for whatever charitable contributions you're making without the 5% floor that will be in place for 2026. Now, this will also, there's a second trap here. So not only in 2026 do you have a 0.5% of your AGI floor, you also, if you're in the 37% tax bracket, you are only going to be able to deduct 35%. So you're losing 2% of your itemized deductions next year. So if you're in the 37% bracket, you're only going to be able to deduct at 35%. So this really means that your dollar today is worth more than your dollar tomorrow, which is a very standard thing. It seems to come up a lot in tax strategy. So if you are really charitable and you have the ability to do those donations this year in 2025, you'll be bypassing the 0.5% AGI floor next year, as well as the max cap 35% total donation that you're allowed to have in 2026. Now, the other thing that I want to bring up here is donation bunching, okay? And really what this is accelerating multiple years of planned giving into your 2025 donor advised fund. So your main benefit here, of course, is you get the current law deductions, no 0.5% AGI floor, no 35% max bracket. So you will be able to get up to 60% of your AGI for cash, 30% for appreciated stock, and you can still control granting the money out over the next few years to whatever charity you want to look at. So you're really leapfrogging these 2026 tax traps. Now, If you already have a CLAT, a CRAT, a CRUT, any of the C, something T type strategies, you can also do this with those strategies. So really what we're doing here is bypassing, we're leapfrogging those caps, and we're giving the benefit of double dipping on the long-term appreciated stocks, long-term appreciated assets. You're going to get the fair market value of that deduction, and you permanently avoid paying capital gains tax on any appreciation. So this is a massive tax reduction strategy. If you have appreciated stock, if you have appreciated long-term assets, this can really, really help. So what I want everybody doing before the end of the year here, guys, please go check your portfolios for your appreciated stock that you've held for more than a year. Talk to your advisor about setting up a donor advised fund, a DAF, donor advised fund, before December 31st to lock in the 2025 tax benefits. All right. So determine the amount that you plan to donate in 2026 and 2027. Bunch all of that into 2025 if you can. Get it into the DAFs or the CLATs or the CRATs or whatever it is. And really, guys, please, sometimes these complex charitable plans need an expert guide. So if you don't already have someone on your team, please reach out to our team. We've got teams. This is what we do to help people make sure that you are minimizing, well, really maximizing your deduction by minimizing the tax traps. Okay. So guys, as usual, we try to build all strategies with a pure win-win from that standpoint. You know, your support, you get to support the causes that you love and with a much more valuable donation, and you're not wasting any penny that would get trapped by these new, the 0.5% AGI floor and the 35%. So there is a hard deadline here, guys, absolute hard deadline. You've got a hard stop on December 31st. So don't delay setting up your programs. A DAF is not something you can often set up overnight. It's going to take a week or two, and we're heading into the holidays. So make sure that you're heading over to taxgoddess.com. If you need help, you can always book a call with our team. We'd be happy to discuss these matters with you. And in the meantime, please do us a favor, turn on the notifications, the bells, all that kind of thing, so that these end of year tax tips and strategies we can get for you, make sure to answer those questions for you, and you know what's happening. All right. So thanks so much, everybody. I hope you have an absolute wonderful Thanksgiving, and let's make sure you're getting all your tax deductions. So if you have questions, reach out to the team. We are available. December 15th, things start kind of shutting down. So if you're looking for tax strategy, sooner is always better. All right, we'll talk to you soon, and everyone have a great day and a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much. Bye.